Yeah, it's in the movie. It varied, depending on what mood I was in and what mood they were in. If they were nice to me one week, Paul did bring me flowers in a few times. I was in love with Paul, and then he asked me to type something and I wouldn't type it, and then he was having a moan at me, so I went off him. And then George, when it was raining, he would always give me a lift home. So it varied.
How did you two eventually meet up?
Well, you know, I worked at Apple in New York, and so we actually have a mutual friend that was her best friend, Laurie, and she used to talk to Laurie about me, and she would then talk to me about Freda. So in a sense, we knew each other, but we didn't meet because she was in Liverpool and I was in New York, and we would only go to London, but we always knew one another.
So like through circles?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean it's a small circle.
It's through Apple, really.
Yeah. So it's a small circle because you would have to deal with one another.
So, Freda, you were primarily as secretary for Brian Epstein, and doing the fan club.
No, when I first started, I was Brian Epstein's secretary along with another secretary, and I didn't start the fan club. A lot of people think I did, but I didn't. I have to give credit to a girl called Bobby Brown, who was, I helped her, and Brian Epstein knew I helped her. Anyway, when I was working for Epi, Bobby decided to pack up the fan club because they were getting rather a lot of mail. And he knew I'd helped Bobby, so in the end it was thrown in my lap. It was, well, you can take over. And I had no idea what to do. I tell you, I didn't. It was like, where do I go from here? But eventually I got everything up and running.
And there were a lot of very emotional mail sometimes for the band.
Yeah. I didn't do their stuff at home, because they got a lot of mail at home. I did do Ringo's at home, because he asked me to and his mother asked me to. And that was when he first joined the group, which was in 1962. And I went every Wednesday, right up until I left. And afterwards, I'm still involved with his family quite heavily. And also Paul's family. I mean, Mike lives quite near me.
So, did John ever mention Freda?
No, you know what? He had a different life when he moved to New York. But I guess in one sense I kept it going because at one point we were doing, Yoko had a one-woman art show, and it was up in the Everson Museum. And at that point, our best friend here, Laurie McCaffrey, was actually was being a receptionist in New York. So I turned around and I said, I know, John, that we're inviting all these people, Ringo's going and all this, but he didn't know Ringo was going. Actually, that was a surprise. I said to him, can I invite Laurie? And he said, Laurie? Laurie who? I said, Laurie McCaffrey. She goes, she's here? From Apple? From Liverpool? And I said, yes. She goes, oh my God, we gotta have her here. We gotta have her here. So yes, and unless you mention that person, he wouldn't think about it. So, it was one of those. So I did, and he had a great time. He was very happy to know there was somebody from home.
Oh, yeah. So when you guys are together, when you have this shared odd relation, you're sharing a relationship about two different viewpoints of people that you both knew.
Right.
And does it stir up some really interesting memories for both of you?
It does, because May knew John after me, when I had left, so I didn't know what went on in his life then. So I've got a good insider telling me what went on and telling me the truth.
What? Did I hear something? No, absolutely. We have our conversations of what happened in her life with them way before me, and I had a whole different viewpoint because I come from not only a working relationship, but I also came from a very personal relationship with him. So it was just all that combined, and a lot of things crossed over. The traits stayed the same. He was a lazy git, as I would say. But he was a different person because he was in New York, but but that base of himself as from a Liverpool boy was still there.
So, we're going to bounce around a little bit. So, May, you've probably been asked this a million times by other people, and I know you do these on occasion at other events. What's the most asked question you get about John, about the time you guys were together?
There's a few, actually, from neck and neck here. One is, what was John Lennon like? It's kind of hard to answer, because that is just a wide range, depending on the day and what side of the bed he woke up on. But he was basically okay. Let's see. I think the other one was, did I ever meet the other Beatles? Did I ever know them? Did I ever meet them? And did I ever see John write a song? And I could say yes to all of these things. So it was quite an interesting time for me.
And Freda, with the success of the documentary and the notoriety, you suddenly star.
For 5 minutes.
It's longer than that.
It's a good time.
It's good.
What's one of the most asked questions you get when you encounter people today?
Well, as I said it before, it was my favourite Beatle, and then it would carry on. It'll go, what's my favourite song, which I don't have. You have a favourite song with all that music.
Yeah.
I have a lot of favourites, but they all mean something to me. I will always pick Penny Lane because they lived around Penny Lane and I lived around Penny Lane. So if I hear that record, it just reminds me of Catherine days. I pick a song from Magical Mystery Tour, naturally, because I was on it. And also, I like songs that people don't pick. I like I'm Only Sleeping. I love that. And I like You're Down Everywhere for the harmonising. So that's one of the
there's a great story about Magical Mystery Tour when they went to do is that the one with the mini movie, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a brain moment there. Yeah. And you accompanied them. Would you like to share some of that?
Yeah, well, I was asked to go on it, and it was what Paul was trying to do was it was supposed to be a day trip to the country, and it was going to be 4 girls on an outing, so I had to pick the other 3 girls. And when I ran the fan club, I had overseas secretaries to help me, and I also had area secretaries in England. I had a secretary for each county in England. So the 3 girls that came with me were the ones that were down south.